I hope I didn't miss, but welcome to everybody. People inside. Oh, you got a bird, John?
In the car.
In the car. And no one's inside. Okay. My name is Joni Padduck, and I'm the Worship Associate for this morning, serving alongside our minister, Reverend Ian Riddell. I joined UUCOD in 2008 and have been waiting patiently ever since for us to have our furry friends here and have our blessing of the animals. So thank you, Reverend Ian. Thank you to the AV team who did heroic effort this morning, and to the people that set up the chairs to have the service. This is our first outside service, so there was a lot of work that needed to be done to get it set up. So thank you. So now if you could silence your cell phones or anything else that might, as Mel says, burp, cheep. Yeah. Chirp? Chirp or make any kind of noise. If you could turn it off, please. Yeah, dogs, we gotta make an exception. Here, as we do every week, we acknowledge that we are gathered on the unceded lands of the Agua Caliente Band of Cahuilla people. We commit to grow in our understanding and relationship with this land and with the people who inhabited it and nurtured it before our arrival. We want you to know that we strive to honor the inherent worth and dignity of every being, including our four-leggeds, and that you are welcome no matter your sexual orientation, your gender identity, your age, or your size, whether you're rich or poor. We welcome people of all races, religions, and cultures. We welcome you wherever you come from and whoever you love. We welcome all those who will learn and grow with us as we commit to embrace the rich and beautiful diversity of the world. Our goal here is to build a community centered in justice, compassion, and love. Now we'd like to take a moment. We're going to do the welcome of the visitors a little differently. Normally an usher will come around with a mic so you can introduce yourself, but this morning, because of the technical limitations of the AV, we'd just like you to kind of stand, wait to the crowd, and then we can get to know you when we have our coffee hour. So any visitors, please stand and give the group a wave so that they'll know who you are. Thank you. If you want to learn more about us or our programming, please contact Pam in our office at admin, at uucod.org, or visit our website, also uucod.org. And now please join me as Reverend Ian rings our Tibetan bowl and we listen to our pianist Malcolm Swan play our music for centering to begin our service.
Come hoof and trunk and tail and horn and paw and wing and claw. Come bird and reptile, mammal born, all full of nature's law. Bring bark and crow and ribbit too, and silent stare and hiss. Bring purr and trill and warble too, and voice no ear can miss. We gather here, each life and all, to celebrate and sing, to honor creature large and small. This holiness we bring. Welcome again, friends, to our congregation. I'm the Reverend Ian Riddell and have the honor and joy of serving this congregation as its minister. I'm delighted to be here with you all today, and I'm so excited at the number of furry creatures. There is one feathered creature, I think, out there as well. Welcome on this day. We celebrate the beasties and creatures and small companions who bring us joy and wisdom and solace and maybe some irritation occasionally. I was woken up at 5 this morning by a dog looking for breakfast. So. A little bit of housekeeping before we go on. There are bowls of water around the outside of the space, and there are even some treats for later, but I don't know that we brought doggy bags. So I hope Tracy's got doggy bags in case there is an accident. Today is likely to be a little more chaotic than usual, and that's wonderful. So please be sure to ask an animal's human companion if you can pet or touch them before you do. And please let those folks with allergies avoid touching them as well. We are going to start today by singing together. I'm going to invite you to stay seated for this one. We're going to sing Sing and Rejoice, which we've sung lots before. We'll sing it, the words are in your order of service there. We're going to sing it twice through all together, and then I'm going to break you into 3 sections, 1, 2, and 3, and we're going to have glorious chaos, and maybe some of our furry friends will sing along. Okay. So Malcolm, sing and rejoice, sing and rejoice, may all things living now sing and rejoice again, sing and rejoice, sing and rejoice, may all things living now sing and rejoice. This room.
And now please join me with the words in your order of service as Reverend Ian lights up chalice. We light this chalice in honor of the animal realm, furred and hoofed, 2-legged, 4-legged, and many-legged, fanged and clawed, gentle and fierce, wild and tame. May we remember that all animals are our relatives, worthy of our care and respect. And once again, please join me with the words in your order of service as Reverend Ian lights the bio candle. We light these candles in solidarity with Black, Indigenous, and other people of color as we journey together towards spiritual wholeness. May we, as a beloved community, work to dismantle racism and all forms of oppression. May we love our values so that justice, dignity, and equity for all prevail. I'd like to share the plate, to introduce our Share the Plate speaker this morning. It's for the benefit of Barky LaRue's House of Love Animal Sanctuary. And the founder is Carlin McDonnell, and she is our guest speaker this morning. I first met Carlin when Bill and I attended the first Women's March in Los Angeles on January 21st, 2017, the day after the inauguration of Donald Trump for his first term. Carlin organized several buses to take us to the march from here in the valley. Since our meeting that day, we've become great friends. Excuse me. In the weeks and months following the march in LA, she shared with Bill and me her dream of having a senior dog hospice sanctuary. About 6 years ago, that dream came true. She and her husband, Alex, who is with us today as well, found a property up in Sky Valley, which was a perfect fit for the sanctuary. And they went to work to make the house and property safe from animal predators who roam that area and comfortable for their future residents, the Barky Beloveds. Please welcome my dear friend, Carlin.
Thank you. That was the most wonderful bark of applause. Thank you. Bark for the Roo has been a dream of mine since I was a little girl, and people say, you know, dreams do come true. Well, this is an incredible work of love that my husband and I have created. We sold our house in Palm Springs and purchased this property, which is smaller but designed specifically for the dogs to have, and we have actually rescued a couple of cats, but dogs to have free reign. There's no place in the house that they're not welcome. And the dogs range in age from 8 years old to 19. We recently rescued a 19-year-old miniature pinscher a few days ago whose father had to go into hospice. And so we're struggling with him. He's having some problems adjusting, you can imagine. But I appreciate that. See, they know I'm talking. The love of my husband is making it easier for Sammy to bond with him. So, you're always, any of you are welcome to come visit us, you know, within reason. You're welcome to come out. Well, you know, we can't have a lot of people at the same time, but they're the most kind animals on the face of this earth. Dogs are, no offense to anybody else, the most extraordinary creatures. They are pure of heart and soul. They give so much love and expect nothing in return. And I can't tell you how soothing it is to spend these days of fear and worry and sadness and hurt with animals that are in the moment, that want to give you nothing but snuggles and love and kisses. And then occasionally the other part of it is that we get up in the morning, whoever tells us to get up. We take them out in the backyard, they go to the bathroom, we use washable pee pads mostly so we can you know, save on paper. We collect those and they go into the washing machine, we feed them, we pill them, we medicate them, hang the pee pads and everything. So it's a big, long kind of, it's not just, oh, we like them, we pet them, and we love them. It's a lot of work, but we enjoy every moment of it. And we have right now 12 dogs. We had 18 a little while ago. A girlfriend of ours passed away in July. She had 10 dogs of her own. She was a rescue. And nobody was willing to say, oh yeah, I'll take them right now. And at the end of her life, she was the most worried about those dogs. So Alex and I agreed that we would take them until we figured out whether or not they were bonded as a pack. And then we would find other homes for them. But it, sadly, for anybody that might have wanted them, and kind of sadly for us, they were a pack. They were all loving with each other, and so we kept them all. And some of them are very old and have passed away since then, but our pack is now a 12-member pack. So anyway, I don't know what else to say to you all. I could go, as Joni knows, and most of you who heard me speak, can go on forever and ever, but I'm trying to be respectful of today's order. I think this is an amazing event that you all are doing. It touches me deeply in my heart. Joni and Bill have been extraordinary friends to us, as there are others in the audience, I'm looking right at you, and that have been kind and loving to us. I was born on St. Francis Saint Day, and even though St. Francis is not part of my faith, I believe in the mission of St. Francis, so there we go. Anyway, thank you very much, Joni. I love you.
And now is the time for our offertory. Every week we lift up the spiritual value of generosity by taking an offering for the ministries of this church. Our plate then, as it is passed among us, becomes filled with the evidence of that generosity. It is our harvest gathered in every week for what most nourishes us. This week is special in that we are sharing our plate with Barky LaRue and all the beloveds they care for. They rely solely on donations to give the senior dogs the life-saving care they need. Thank you. Please be as generous as you are able. And if the ushers will now come among you, we will gratefully accept your morning offering.
Thank you, Malcolm. I have to draw your attention to the joke in the order of service. That was the swan from Saint-Saëns' Carnival of the Animals, played by our swan. So thank you. I'm not going to talk for very long. I want to introduce Ginger Hemingway to you, Ginger. We are in the middle of our annual pledge drive, and Ginger is going to share a little bit with you about why she gives and why pledging is important, and any other things she's going to say.
Thank you, Emily, and thank you, Joni. Thank you, Malcolm. You know, it's wonderful to be here. What a great experience to be outside with all of our critters and the ones that are in our hearts and the ones that couldn't be here, because our cat is just a little skittish. Figured he might be a little skittish. So, you know, Linda and I, Linda, stand up for me, please. This is my lovely wife, Linda. And when we first were talking about getting married, we were deciding where to get married and going through all that. We lived in Long Beach, and what things we did was Long Beach Unitarian Church had a beautiful, beautiful rose garden. We were not members of the Unitarian Church, but at the same time we were looking for a faith community that served us both, where we came from in our hearts and where we were in our souls and what meant the most to us. And so we started going to that community, that faith community, and ultimately got married there and joined that community. And then we had occasion, Linda wanted to buy. She wanted to buy a place for us to live. I've never owned, so we had a discussion. And ultimately we moved to this area, to the Coachella Valley, and we live in Cathedral City. And so, of course, the first thing we did was to become part of this faith community, this community of people that are loving and caring and generous. And we both, Linda got a little more active than I did. We get active to the degree I can handle it. I was very active in my work life in a lot of areas, so I just do what I want to do when I can do it and be of service where it's important. And this is a place that it's important because we make our contribution based on what we can afford. Somebody asked me a few weeks back if we had a specific amount we wanted people to give. And we don't do tithing in this community, faith community. We allow you to give with what's available to you, what your heart says is best for you. And I know that Linda and I have been able to give of our talents and our treasure to the degree that we can. And this year, I volunteered to do a testimonial, they call it. I don't know what that is, but I volunteered because I was able to get a raise in my retirement check starting in the first of the year. And the first thing I said to Linda is we give 50% of my raise to the church. And we have made an allocation in our will, in our trust, that monies that are available will go to the church also. And that's because this faith community, the people in this community that feed our hearts and feed our souls, are important to us. And they're willing to accept what I can give, not what I have to give. And I love that about being able to give, because when I'm not being forced to do something, I sure do a whole lot more. And I hope that you can all participate today and continue to participate. I wanted to give you a little update on where we're at with our, as you know, our pledge drive. We were seeking $215,000 this year because we have some very grand ideas of what we want to do. We want to do we want to repave the parking lot and a few other things like that. We've got to get some help in here to help do some of the handiwork that has to be done, and those kind of things cost. I mean, let's face it, if you own a home, you understand. The home, my mother used to say, you don't own a home, it owns you. The same for our church. Our church owns us, but we also contribute to its growth and its participation here. So as of yesterday, we have received $145,700 in pledge commitments towards our goal of $215,000. Less than $70,000 to go to reach our stated goal. Sarita and I have been working with you in after services and before services. We've got set up in here inside the sanctuary, inside the foyer. Thank you. Thanks for that. It takes a village, let me tell you. Sometimes just to make a sentence complete. So please see us after services, and we will be happy to take your pledges. And if you haven't if you don't have a form, we've got the forms. Give until it hurts. Yeah, but you know what? Give what you can. Give what you can. Thank you for letting me be of service.
Thank you. It does often take a village to finish the sentence. We are gathered here on this beautiful day, gathered together in this beautiful community that is enhanced by the joyful noise of our furry friends who are being very calm. It's wonderful. It's okay if they're not. But, and we bring our hearts to this community. We bring the things that we carry in our hearts that are our joys. We bring our worries. And clearly we bring the things that we love here with us. We bring our hearts, we bring our companions, those who are in our family. We come here together to be part of this. We hold all of these people in our hearts, all of these families, all of these communities. We are surrounded by community. We are not just one person alone. And so we hold those in our hearts as we gather together today. We hold in our hearts the communities around us, communities that may be living in fear and anxiety today. We hold in our hearts our trans neighbors and kin. We hold in our hearts our immigrant neighbors and kin, whatever their immigration status. We hold in our heart all of those in our lives who are federal employees, who do not know what their work will be in the world. We hold in our hearts all those who have been helped by the generosity and care of this nation, as imperfect as it has been, and who are facing the end of that care. We hold in our hearts our entire communities, facing fear, facing anxiety, facing uncertainty. And we hold ourselves in our hearts as we carry all of that with us. But we also remember today that there is joy in this world. Those furry companions remind us that we have to pay attention to the love in our heart, to the joys and the blessings that we are given in our lives, the bodies that we have that are imperfect but move us around the world, the hearts that are open enough to be filled with connection and also broken, the spirits that can imagine great possibilities for the future and worry about how we will live into those, and the hearts and the bodies and the minds that encompass all of these things. These are the things we hold with us today. I invite you into a time of prayer and contemplation. I'm going to share some words of my colleague Gary Kowalski, and then invite us into a time of quiet. I'm not going to say silence, because the world around us is never actually silent. We give thanks for the earth and its creatures, and are grateful from A to Z, for alligators, apricots, acorns, and apple trees, for bumblebees, bananas, blueberries, and beagles, coconuts, crawdads, cornfields, and coffee, daisies, elephants, and flying fish, for groundhog, glaciers, and grasslands, hippos and hazelnuts, icicles and iguanas, for juniper, jackrabbits, and junebugs, kudzu and kangaroos, lightning bugs and licorice, for mountains and milkweed and mistletoe, narwhals and nasturtiums, otters and ocelots, for peonies and persimmons and polar bears, quahogs and Queen Anne's lace, for raspberries and roses, salmon and sassafras, tornadoes and tulip wood, urchins and valleys and waterfalls, yaks and yams and yogurt. We are grateful, good earth, not least of all for zinnias, zucchini, and zebras, and for the alphabet of wonderful things that are as simple as this, as simple as ABC. We are grateful and give thanks for this world in which we live, grateful for the opportunity to hold it, grateful for the opportunity to protect it and nurture it, grateful for the opportunity to hold those we love in our arms or in our hearts, grateful as we pause in quiet together. May all beings know peace. May all beings know an end to suffering. May all beings know love. Friends, will you join your voices together as we sing our hymns for meditation, Spirit of Life, and Fuente de Amor. As Carlin reminded us a little while ago, our Catholic neighbors and kin set aside one day each year to honor St. Francis of Assisi. Usually it's in October. The day is set aside in their calendar to commemorate the life of St. Francis, who was born in the 12th century and is the Catholic Church's patron saint of animals and the environment. Francis spoke often of our duty to protect and defend the beauty and richness of creation. One of the stories of his life shares that one day Francis and some friends were walking down the road when they passed a tree covered in birds, and Francis asked his friends to wait while he stepped to the tree and began preaching to the birds, none of whom, it seems, flew away until he was finished. Because of Francis's devotion to the natural world, which was questionable in Catholicism at the time, many around the world honor him by sharing a blessing of the animals, which we are doing today. And so why do we Unitarian Universalists continue this Catholic tradition? Well, a colleague once told me that Francis's ministry to the animals was a rebuke to the institution that couldn't see the divine outside the walls of the church. And I think we are pretty clear that we see the divine everywhere. My pagan and Wiccan and other Earth-centered colleagues also remind me that we can bless animals outside of any old church tradition as well. We think that people are just part of the vast holy web of life, and that our lives are interwoven with all of life on this planet, all the animals and plants and birds and insects and fish and even the bacteria and viruses. We're all connected, like the strands of a spider's web. And so we gather today to celebrate the lives and gifts of our animal companions and the other animals that are important in our lives. It's so wonderful to have so much joy and life with us today, so many little ones and pretty big ones too. So we're going to bless our animal companions, and by blessing them, we are sharing with them and their human companions and with the whole community our affirmation of their worth and our connection to them. We are saying we see you, we love you, and thank you for being with us, for putting up with us, for having the food too high up. So I'm going to invite you in a moment, those of you who have your animals with you, to come forward with them, and we'll do it in groups, one at a time. And when it's your turn, I'm going to invite you to tell us your companion's name, and maybe share with us a wish you have for your little or your big beastie. Then we are all together, we'll say the beasties, I like beasties, call them at home beasties. And you're going to say the beastie's name, and we share our blessing and our gratitude for your companionship. And if you have trouble remembering that, the words are in the order of service. So, while we practice that, we share our blessing. Let's do it together. We share our blessing and our gratitude for your companionship. So I'm going to invite the folks in this right-hand section, this section over here, to start coming up one at a time and bring your animal and let me know their name, and then we will bless them together. What's your animal?
This is Spike.
This is Spike. Hi, Spike. So all together, Spike, ready? Spike, share. Thank you.
This is Gizmo, Spike's big brother.
Oh, Spike's big brother. And what is your wish for Gizmo and Spike?
Actually, in honesty, we have 2 kids as well, and I just hope that they live long enough for them to be grown and out of the house. And I think they'll always be
Part of the family. Oh, that's wonderful. So this is Gizmo. So all together now. Gizmo. This is Desi. And do you have a wish for Desi?
I have a wish that she can calm down.
All together now. Desi. We share our blessing and our gratitude for your companionship. Thank you, Desi. The smallest dog we have here today. And who is this? Bernie. And what's your wish for Bernie?
10 years old, I want him to live another year.
Another year. Okay. Okay. So for Bernie, we bless. Bernie, we share our blessing. He's a big one. Who's this? Okay. This is Theo, everybody, and you have a wish for Theo. Long life. Together, Theo, we share our blessing and our gratitude for your companionship. Theodore means gift from God, so there you go. Who's next? Hello. And who's this?
Lola.
Lola? Lola. And do you have a wish for Lola? Long life and good health. So all together, Lola, we share our blessing and our gratitude for your companionship. Thank you. Sarita has an electronic animal.
This is Charlie and the Tom.
Charlie and Tom Tom, who aren't with us today, but we'll share our blessing anyway. Charlie and Tom Tom, we share our blessing and our gratitude for your companionship. Is that everybody from over there? Okay, let's start here at the front, and we'll start in this section. A little bit of chaos. Who's this?
These are a bonded pair.
Okay.
This is Betty and Bonzo, and they were rescued from a boarding situation and are not fond of other dogs. And the wish is that their anxiety.
A wish for lowered anxiety. So Betty and Bonzo, we share our blessing and our gratitude for your companionship. And who's this with the fancy tie?
This is Buddy.
Hi, Buddy. What's your wish for Buddy, Pat?
I wish Buddy would have lived forever.
Wish Buddy would live forever. Okay, all together now, Buddy, we share our blessing and our gratitude for your companionship. Yay! We'll do this and then. Okay. Okay, who do we have here?
Sage.
Sage. Angel Sage. Okay. Okay. And what is your wish for Angel Sage?
Well, I wish that she has a long and wonderful life of enjoying our family and our friends.
Wonderful. Angel Sage, we share our blessing and our gratitude for your companionship. Thank you. Hi. Hello. It's Abby, aka Abadabadoo. I think we'll use the full name, Abadabadoo. And what is your blessing? What is your wish for Abby? She's 10 and a half, okay. Abadabadoo, we share our blessing and our gratitude for your companionship. Okay. Come on, John. Not all dogs.
One African Grey.
Whatever. And what is our African Grey's name?
Dory.
Dory?
Dory.
Hi, Dory. Can you say anything, Dory? No? And what is your wish for Dory?
Well, she's 33. So I wish her at least another 33 years old.
All together, Dory, we share our blessing and our gratitude for your companionship. And the furry one?
Is Davy.
Davy.
Davy Crotch.
Well, Davy, we share our blessing and our gratitude for your companionship. Thank you, John. Sorry for that. Chris, and who do we have here?
This is Tank.
Tank. Okay, that's a good name. And what is your wish for Tank?
I wish she would play with our cat Clover
Less enthusiastic play with the cat. Well, shall we say Tank? We share our blessing and our gratitude for your companionship. Get myself in there. I broke it, Michael. Sorry, I'll fix it later. Okay. And who do we have here?
Nova.
This is Nova, who many of us have heard on Zoom meetings. And what is your wish for Nova?
She learns to accept my leading her.
Okay, that she can be alone on her own for a while. All together, Nova, we share our blessing and our gratitude for your companionship. Okay, and this is Finn. Hi, Finnegan Blue. How are you, bud? Finnegan's a little nervous. What's your wish for Finn? Good on life and healthy. So together, Finn, we share our blessing and our gratitude for your companionship. Are you ready? Sorry, I'm talking to the people like they're the dogs. Come on. Someone's being stubborn. Okay. Oh, come on. She's being the dog, not Tracy. Dog is being stubborn. Yeah. And who do we have here? Rocky, also known as Barack. Okay. And what is your wish for him? We wish that he could talk, yes, maybe. A lot of interesting stories. So, Rocky, we share our blessing and our gratitude for your companionship. Okay, who is this? Scout. And what's our wish for Scout?
We want her to be a little less anxious and a little braver.
Less anxiety, more bravery. Okay. Okay, well, Scout, we share our blessing and our gratitude for your companionship. Hi, Scout. And who do we have here? Jet. Hi, Jet. Health and many long walks to come. Got it together. Jet, we share our blessing and our gratitude for your companionship. And if folks in this group want to start heading around, I think, well, okay. Oh, in style. And who are these two, Bob?
Max, this is Harris.
Max and Harris. And what are our wishes for Max and Harris?
Just as long health as possible, and with as long as possible.
Long as possible. Okay, Max and Harris, we share our blessing and our gratitude for your companionship. And I share envy for the ride. Look at that. I love my dad's, it says. Okay, thank you.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, hi. Hi, Cassie. How old is Cassie?
14.
Wow.
So
What's your wish for Cassie?
that the end of her days are as good as the beginnings have been.
The ends are as good as the beginnings. Amen to that. Cassie, we share our blessing and our gratitude for your companionship. Hi, who's this?
This is Piper.
Hi, Piper. How are you? And what's your wish for Piper?
A long and happy life.
A long and happy life.
She had a rough start, but she's come a long way.
She looks really happy and healthy now. So, for Piper, everybody, Piper, we share our blessing and our gratitude for your companionship. Thank you. Is there anyone else who has their animal with us? Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Mine are not here because they wouldn't be as calm as these lovely creatures. We also know that there are many of us here who have recently lost their animal companions after long or short lives, and we grieve with them. And we have many pictures. I hope after the service you'll come up and take a look at these pictures. And we also know that there are many animals who are not here because they just couldn't be here physically. Either they're too nervous, they can't handle being around other animals, but we know that they're in our hearts. And so we're going to do a little bit of a litany ritual back and forth, and I'll let you know what you're going to say. For the animals that we are responsible for day to day, our companion animals, we say, we are grateful for your love and your life. Will you say that? We are grateful for your love and your life. For the animals not with us today because they cannot leave home or overwhelmed by so many others, we say, we are grateful for your love and your life. For animals who are suffering, lost, deserted, frightened, or hungry, we wish mercy and gentle hands and kindly words, and we say, we are grateful for your love and your life. For those animals who have been our companions but who are no longer with us, who shared with us their love, who nuzzled us when we were low, who played with us when we were joyful, who sat by us when we were alone, who awaited our return and greeted us with rapture when we made our ways home from work or our journey, who gratefully received our love and listened to our ramblings in loving silence, who connected us to life by needing food and exercise every day, who brought us help and hope and health and wisdom. To all of these we say, we are grateful for your love and your life. We miss you, we mourn you, we carry you deep in our hearts, and so we say again, we are grateful for your love and your life. Thank you for being here today, for bringing your critters and your beasties, for bringing them in your hearts. We're going to sing a song to close the service that has a little more energy to lift us back up. We hold those we've lost in our hearts, but we move forward and we say thank you. And so we're going to sing a song called All God's Critters Got a Place in the Choir. The lyrics are on the back of the order of service. The words move by pretty darn quickly, and that's okay. So what's going to happen is we'll sing the chorus. Malcolm, we'll do the chorus twice at the beginning, okay? And then we're going to sing 2 verses, and then the chorus again where it says chorus. And then we'll sing 2 verses, and the chorus again when it says chorus. And then that final verse and the chorus again at the end. So if you get lost, you can always go back to the chorus, which are the first set of words on the top of the page. So how are we doing for a key? All God's critters got a place in the choir. Some sing low, some sing higher, some sing out loud on the telephone wire, and some just clap their hands or pause or anything they got. Let's do that again. All God's critters got a place in the choir. Some sing low, some sing higher, some sing out loud on the telephone wire, and some just clap their hands or pause or anything they got now. Listen to the bass, it's the one on the bottom where the bullfrog croaks and the hippopotamus moans and groans with the big to-do. The old cow just goes moo. The dog and the cat, they pick up the middle while the honeybee hums and the cricket fiddles, the donkey brays and the pony hay, and the old coyote howls. All God's critters got a place in the choir. Some sing low, some sing higher, some sing out loud on the telephone wire, and some just clap their hands or pause or anything they got now. Listen to the top where the little birds sing on the melody, with the high notes ringing the hoot owl honk over everything, and the jaybird buggy, a hawk, a dove, sly raccoon, and the turtle dove. All God's creators got a place in the choir. Some sing low, some sing higher, some sing out loud on the telephone wire, and some just clap their hands or pause or anything they've got now. Well done, thank you.
So now we will extinguish the chalice with the words in your order of worship. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. And you've got the words to the postlude in the insert, I believe. Oh, I'm so sorry.
These are the words of my colleague Julian Jamaica Soto, who writes these words about our little ones. These are friends, they are loves. It's kind of a surprise that you should love someone so much who would eat the butter on the table if they could get away with it. And gets endless hair on the sofa when they aren't even supposed to be on the furniture. When they are called companion animals, it's such an open, tender truth. The endless cuddles and tricks and loyalty, the comfort of fingers to fur and big, adoring eyes. These are friends, these are loves. They stretch our hearts and fill them with their abundance of kindness. When they are gone, our hearts remain larger, though their absence leaves room for expanses of grief. Their love champions and companions us still. With the love and the touch and the sound of these beautiful beasties in our hearts, with the lives and the thriving of all of the creatures of this earth in our hearts, go in peace, friends, to love and serve the world.
She says,